That Sober Guy podcast contains adult content, merciless truth, and emotional nudity. Listener discretion is advised.
I'm Shane Ramey. You're listening to That Sober Guy podcast, and we help people stay sober. I got my good buddy, Coach Trent, here today. Trent's from Armada Strength and Riot Athletics out in Seattle, Washington. He also has the Armada Strength Podcast. Focuses on some fitness, some athletics, some nutrition, some lifestyle, having some good old-fashioned fun, too. You can check it out on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. And I'll put all those links in the show notes for you. You're never bringing me down. Before we get to Trent today and talk about fitness, all that good stuff, we have some good things planned for you too. I'm excited to talk more about it. I got a couple of announcements. I just created That Sober Guy podcast community on Locals, which is really fucking cool. I'm having fun with it. It's kind of like Instagram meets Patreon, and I was trying to figure out a better way to explain it. And so what do you do there? You just steal the verbiage right from the app. So let me just tell you a little bit about it. This comes straight from the Locals app. It provides direct access to your favorite creators and their communities. You can access exclusive content, including videos. You can interact with other supporters in the community. And then the creators set the tone for what goes into their communities in terms of content and moderation. And here's the best part for me. No behind the scenes fucking censorship. I love that. At Locals, they care. We care about the privacy of our users. But for real, they don't sell your data. They are a subscription-based service, so when creators make money, they make money. That's kind of how it works. So if you're looking to support your favorite creators like That Sober Guy podcast, access exclusive content, you can join an online community of independent thinkers, like-minded people. Locals is definitely the place to go. I'd love to have you join. We got a bunch of great people who have already joined up in the last couple of weeks. So a shout out to everyone who's followed, and a special shout out to everyone who's supporting the podcast there. I really appreciate you guys. It's been great to interact with you, answer questions, have some fun, share some experience, stories, all that kind of good stuff. So we got a lot of good things planned for that as it continues to grow. You can download the Locals app. Just go to the App Store, or you can go to thatsoberguypodcast.locals.com. Both those links are in the show notes as well. And then be sure to check us out at thatsoberguy.com. You can leave a voicemail there if you want to get in touch with us, or you can send us a message through the contact form. You can also grab How to Navigate the First 90 Days of Sobriety, digital podcast course. And then last thing, let's see. I'm going to have to change that promo code. I had a promo code for hats and hoodies. It was free shipping through the month of February, but it looks like I failed on that right now. Put the wrong promo code in, but we'll just do the same thing actually. Use the same one. I'll just extend it. No hangover, because fuck that. Who wants a hangover? Nobody wants that crap. We're getting too old for that shit. At least I am. I don't think I could handle it these days. But if you want to grab a hoodie, a hat, you can go to thatsoberguy.com. You can click on the merch button there. You can get all that stuff there, and use that no hangover promo code for free shipping. All right. I'm excited. I have my good buddy, Coach Trent, here for the fourth time. I just realized as I went back and looked over all the prior podcasts, it was 344 Mindset with Coach Trent, episode 310, Staying Fit During the Zombie Apocalypse, which was fun in itself. And then episode 286, We Aren't Designed to Carry the Weight. We had Trent, Eric, and James, a couple of other fellas and homies from the gym on the podcast as well. So those links are in the show notes if you want to go back and check those out too. Trent, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing awesome, man. I'm so stoked to see you and so stoked to talk about what we're going to talk about today.
I am too, man. It's good to have you back. Always good to see you. Like I said, when we first logged on, I wish it was in person, but hey, you know, we got to do with what we got. You're out in Seattle. I'm still in Northern California.
Right.
I can't believe you have already been out there for 5 months. That's crazy.
5 months, dude. Like it's insane. Like it almost has gone by like in a blink of an eye, dude. And the crazy thing is like, it's not because, it's like the same day-to-day stuff. Like, it's just time's just disappearing, bro. Like I can't even grasp it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's time definitely flies, especially when you're busy and trying to make shit happen,
Yeah, and dude, and I'm having fucking fun.
That's the most important part too. How's Seattle? Are you liking it? You're digging it out there though?
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. It's been super cool. and not just in Seattle, man, like just the state of Washington's rad. It's so green. There's some awesome hikes. I've been to the beach. It snowed, like
nice.
Went and cruised around in that.
All the elements.
I've never lived in a place like where it like snowed. Like if I walked outside, there's snow, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But like the craziest thing about Seattle is they don't know how to take care of it. And it's like, it snowed here like once or twice before. So I'm pretty sure like they should have their shit together. But honestly, dude, it's like the entire city fucking shut down for like 3 days. Wow. And people were snowboarding down the middle of the street. It was fucking great, dude.
That's awesome. Why not? I mean, I would want to do that too. Like if it doesn't,
for sure.
Snow often. Have you found Bigfoot yet in Washington?
No, that fool. He's elusive.
Sasquatch. He's elusive.
Super elusive.
Could you imagine, dude?
I've seen. Hey, I shit you not. I've seen some people that might look like him. Like no joke. There's some hippies out here, bro. That
really long ass hair.
I have nothing against hippies. Like I'm like half hippie myself, but I've seen some hairy ass people walking around. Like, wait, is that him? Nope, it's not him. It's just a dude.
Nope, he just sure smells like him though. Whoa, damn! Buy some deodorant, homeboy.
Yeah,
that is funny.
So, how's NorCal treating you, man?
It's going good. It's going good, man. We're doing the thing. We're trying to stay busy. I'm still podcasting. Obviously, we're recording right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's everything's going pretty good. I kind of strayed away the last couple months. Last year, there was just a lot of shit going on and some different things that I was dealing with. But dude, that's like the best thing about having like homies and a good community around you and people you can reach out to kind of help you along the way, call you out on your shit, and help you stay connected, I guess. So kind of work through some of that stuff, and we kicked it off in the new year, and back podcasting and stuff, and it's been awesome, dude. Yeah,
I'm glad you're back. Like your the hiatus, I know, like everybody needs those every once in a while. When you put out a new episode, though, I was like, yes, fine.
Yeah. Sometimes a break is needed, like I was talking to my sponsor at one point, and I was like, I don't know. I just don't know, I just don't feel like I have anything to say. And he goes, yeah, you don't have anything positive to say, so stop the podcast for a while. I was like, yeah, you're probably right. You usually are. So I'll just take a break. But for me, sometimes my breaks and things can be extreme, like completely deleting all social media and like fucking, I'm gone.
You've done that multiple times since I've known you.
I have. I went ghost on Instagram and Twitter for a couple times periodically. I completely deleted Facebook back in 2018, which is the greatest decision I ever made in my life besides, my wife and kids and my, other, I was going to say raging boner that tends to pop up sometimes because what would one of our conversations be without a raging boner comment in sweatpants? Right.
Exactly.
But yeah, so then, I came to the conclusion that I was just over all of the, and I'm not, dude, I know plenty of people, my wife included. I know you're on social media. I'm not hating on it by any means. I'm just saying for me, it was just getting to a point where it wasn't benefiting my mental health and like recovery and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm fucking off of that shit. That's why we started Locals, and that's been great. It's been like a good little supplement for that, and it's more of a private community. But it's good to be back.
That's fucking legit, dude. And I there's been times, man, where I'm like, I just want to not be on social media, but at the same time, like Armada I have to be on social media for it, and I have to be on social media for the gym and things like that. So it's like, it's like it's kind of hard, but at the same time, like I just pay attention to my social media a little bit less, or just try to put out as much positive shit as I can, because like I've gotten, random, DMs and like people are like, man, thanks for posting this today. Like I really needed to hear that. And I'm like, I got you, boo, for sure.
Dude. And that's what it's about. I think there has to be like, some healthy guidelines, like some healthy boundaries, like with it. And dude, it's such a great tool to use for, building a business or staying connected with people. If you're trying to serve and like help, like help people stay fit or help people stay sober. Mm-hmm. I think like where it kind of can get diluted, at least for me, is like, it got to a point where, like if you posted an opinion on something, or your thoughts on something, people were just taking it hella personal and like fucking arguing about it and shit. And I just got like tired of seeing that stuff after a minute. I was like, fuck this. I don't need that. And it wasn't even me. It wasn't even me so much. Like I didn't really post too much controversial shit, but like people just flip out about stuff, and I just got to be over it. Then you kind of factor in all the censorship stuff. And I'm just not a fan of that either. So, that works best for me, but whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's a trip, man. I was talking to Stacy about this the other day because we started doing a new segment on our podcast called "Want to Talk About It" with Stacy, and
nice.
It just mindset stuff. We have one topic, we crush it for 30 minutes, and then we're done, right? And it's usually really, really helpful shit. Sometimes it's just us bullshit and whatever. But we discovered that, and we had a long conversation about this, that people are just, they're fucking offended by everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if like it could be something that they've never held dear, right? But it's like all this stuff getting shoved down their throats constantly. They're just like, that offends me. And it's like, when the fuck did that happen? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't even make sense. It's like, I know the things that I get offended by, and there's nothing new. It's just all the same shit that I've always been offended by. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go out of my way to be like, today I don't like cats. I'm over cats. It's just not who I am.
And it's like, if you like cats, you're a dirty piece of shit, and I hate you, and you should be canceled off of every platform and every business that you've ever owned, because I hate fucking cats. You should hate cats too, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just like people, man, they get like this fucking raging hard on about like stuff that they've never been passionate about. It's like, dude, if you've never been about politics, it's not going to be fucking flip a switch and be about politics.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. So
Jess just stormed out here and told me not to say the F word, so I got to be careful.
Hi, Jess.
She just went back inside. I forget we're doing, there's all kinds of things going on at home now. So, it's a little, but I'm passionate about some things. Okay. That's what happens. All right. So we're going to, let's move this thing along, 'cause I know we can sit and talk about this forever. And actually I'd like to, maybe we'll do that on another episode or another day or whatever. Man. But, we're going to talk about some fitness, programming, diet, nutrition. Is something that I reached out to you recently about. You're one of my favorite people to talk about this with, number one, because you're knowledgeable about it. You have, of course, dude, like, I've learned a lot from you, and you're a fun dude at the same time. You have fun with stuff, and you know how to get shit done, but you don't need to be, you don't have to take everything so damn serious that it takes the fun out of it, I guess. So, so we'll kind of cover, and here's a good example of that. Let me lead into this with this great question that I have for you. Okay. And then we'll talk about the programming and fitness and stuff. Okay. There's a question, and then it's followed by another question. So the first question is, what is the shortest pair of jorts that you own?
Oh, bro, they're short. I mean, I'm talking like, if you could think of like, ever seen a CrossFit girl in some booty shorts?
Yes.
They're like that short. And I don't give two fucks about it. Like, I'll wear them down the street. I don't even care. I'm just waiting for it to warm up a little bit. Like, bring that shit on.
Cheeks are hanging out.
Yeah. Like, I don't even care. Like, let's do this.
Okay. So here's the borderline homosexual question that I'm going to ask you right now. Will you wear those jorts to a dingy laundromat on the mean streets of Seattle, do a load of laundry, video it, and then you got to post it so I can see it?
I mean, yeah, like I have a washer and dryer in my house, but I mean, I will walk down the street and go to a fucking dirty ass bar.
How about that? I don't know why a laundromat came up. It was just the first thing that randomly popped into my head, but anywhere will work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. As soon as it doesn't even need to be warm. Fuck it, I'll freeze my nuts off for a little bit. I'll walk down to a bar wearing these shorts. I will find some random passerby in the bar and be like, bro, you need to film me real quick, and I will dance some shit in the bar and send it to you just because.
I love it. That would be perfect. Yeah. That would be perfect. And by the way,
homosexual.
Just to cover my ass, I love all people, whether you're gay, straight, homosexual, fat, skinny, black, white. I don't give a fuck. Just to cover that, okay? I just thought it was funny. It sounded, like, hey, All right, so we're going to do that. We'll talk about that later on. Maybe that video will arise one day. That would be great.
It will. I have no doubt in it.
I didn't think that you'd let me down, so I was pretty excited about that. All right, so
I like that you're excited to see me in some little shorts.
Everybody should be. Everybody should be. I want to recommend it to everybody. It's hilarious. It's the best.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Hey, throwing a crop top like the one video from the gym, the dancing contest, thing. Amazing.
I will wear a crop top that's sleeveless. So I'll even show off these guns.
That's awesome. All right, so let's talk some fitness, some programming. I guess maybe the best way to maybe kick this off and you jump on and kind of take it away after this. But I reached out to you recently. I stopped going to our specific gym just because we have some other things going on and some changes that are being made in our lives and lifestyle and all that stuff. And I was basically feeling like a fat ass. Like I hadn't done anything for like a month and a half. Christmas went by, the new year came, and it was like, I'm going to start on Monday. I'm going to start that classic thing. And then I could feel it getting away from me. So I hit you up and I was like, dude, I know you have Armada Strength. You do programming for people all over the place. So maybe we can chat and have you kind of program me some park workouts. Like I have a yoga mat, a jump rope, and some some lightweight dumbbells. And you told me to get a kettlebell, and then we kind of went from there. And it's been great.
So, the most important thing, man, is like you being able to realize you're like, shit, I need to get my shit together. You know what I mean? And like taking that first step to reach out and be like, yo, I need a hand, And if you're not going to a gym, or if you're falling out of your routine, or, it's really easy around the holidays to just fucking shove your face full of all of the food and not, focus on your fitness because you have so much going on. You're like, oh, I'm busy today. Oh, I'm busy today. And it's like, you're still just eating fucking pizza and fucking smashing sodas, you know? But I mean, you reaching out to me, dude, I got really excited because it's not only because like you're my friend and, it's like, I miss getting to coach you and I miss getting to, see you work out and things like that. But it's like, I know how to get you fit. I know how to get you back to like where you were and better. Right. So it's like, I told you, let me know what you have. I can program around what you have, and I'm going to give you the best workout for you in that instance. Right. So, we were talking about this right before we jumped on this. Like my mindset's changed when it comes to how to get people fit. Right. And it's not, I'm not out there to crush you. I'm not out there to make you, sad that you worked out, or make you feel like when you're done, like you can't do anything the rest of the day. Yeah. Like I want to give you what's going to be the most beneficial for you. And so that you can still work out the next day if you wanted to, and you should have that drive and hunger to want to work out. Right. So, I mean, if you're super sore and your fucking life sucks and it's like, oh, that workout, took a little piece of my soul, like there's a time and a place for those, but it's not an everyday thing. Every day shouldn't be a beat down.
Well, real quick, like yesterday's workout let me can I just bring it up real quick? Is that cool?
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
Let's do that real fast here. So, it's coming up on the old Wodify, which I missed, by the way. It was nice to get back on Wodify because I was familiar with it. Okay. So wait, I got to go to yesterday. And that's actually what's great too, is that it's on Wodify, so I just look it up on the app, and boom, there's the workout that you programmed. It's freaking great. Right. So yesterday, there's always a warm-up.
What was the name of the workout though? What was the name of the workout though?
Yeah, that's the other great thing that you schedule. Everybody listening, Trent schedules the best names for every workout. So not only am I excited about the workout that I get to look at in the morning, I'm like, okay, what's there today? There's always an awesome name. Now, yesterday's workout was titled Shane's Unrelenting Passion for Boner Push-Ups. That is amazing right there. Yeah, so not only do I get a good workout, I get to laugh my ass off usually in the morning and text him and say, yeah, that's freaking hilarious. I love it. So warm up, okay? 200-meter run, some jumping lunges, 10 squats, inchworms, more lunges, some push-ups, and then some wall walks, 3 wall walks. And then I usually I'll kind of jog a lap because I'm usually at the park when I'm doing whatever. And then for the workout, it was as many rounds as possible, AMRAP, for 18 minutes, 12 double dumbbell front rack lunges, and then 50 jump ropes, 8 thrusters, 50 jump rope, 10 push-ups, and then repeat. I think I got 5 rounds in. And so not only did I want to just, point out the style of yesterday's workout, but really what brought that up for me was that I'm a little bit sore today. Right. But I'm not sore to where I can't move and it's super uncomfortable. Right. And I'm I feel good today. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's a good, to your point of your programming style has changed a little bit in your adjusting to people's needs and making sure they're getting great workouts, but they're not dead. It's not like I can't walk today, which that's happened in the past and that shit's uncomfortable. Every once in a while, it's great, but
yeah. So there's some days that's going to happen, right? So I program for competitive CrossFit athletes and, competitive athletes in other sports and stuff like that. And it's their training programs are much different, right? But when it comes to, programming for you or anybody that's doing the fitness track or the garage gym track, it's hey, we're going to do what's going to benefit you the most. Yeah. Right. So it's you love conditioning. Right. Yeah. So I program you to do conditioning. It's not like we're doing super high volume reps with the weights that you have. No, we're focusing on, making your engine better, and which is going to, help you lose weight. It's going to help you, be able to, not rock back and forth before you have to get up out of a chair. You know what I mean? It's not going to, and you're not gonna be so sore that you can't sit down on the toilet to take a shit. You know what I mean? So it's
that's a bonus.
Yeah, for sure. And it's but dude, you did 18 minutes of work plus a warm up. You were done in 30 minutes, 35 minutes tops. Yep. And you got an awesome workout in, and then you could do that again today. And then you could do that again tomorrow, and it's that's my goal is I'm focused on meeting people where their fitness level is instead of making them meet me where mine's at, where my programming is at. You know what I mean?
It's great.
And it's people get so much more benefit out of it. They look forward to it more. And dude, you get better results, because the intensity, I used to program when it, even fitness workouts, it was the intensity, you had to match what I told you to do. When it's so much better when say you had a fucked up morning, say you had a shitty night the night before, or you didn't sleep good, your intensity level is going to be affected by that. Right. So if you have, 80% to give today, give me that 80%, that's going to be a great workout for you. If you have 100% to give 100%. The intensity is on you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you all the tools to make sure that you move your ass. It's going to hold you accountable because you're oh fuck, I got a workout that I have to do today.
Yep.
And you're going to get the most benefit out of it.
Well, the accountability thing is huge. I mean, that's a big part of it. It's definitely a big part of it for me. I could go, anybody can go online and go look up some workouts, right? That's not hard to do. But for me, it's more about having that experience and that, we have a friendship, obviously, in a relationship. I want to, we both support each other, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
But I have accountability through you, and I know you know what the hell you're doing. So it's it makes it so much easier for me just to go on to Wodify in the morning and look at what workout I'm going to do and then go hit the park. I mean, some of these workouts I can do in my backyard. I just like going to the park because I like being out, and only if there's pull-ups involved, and I got to go to the park. I don't have a pull-up bar at home.
Right.
Which actually, maybe I should get one of those door ones. What is it called? The door.
The door pull-up bars. And then do max effort chin-ups.
That's so funny, dude. I just think of the old cheesy ass commercial, the infomercial or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's the accountability though there is huge for me. That's one thing that I lack sometimes. And if I don't have accountability, and see, that's the great thing. That's the same shit with recovery, staying sober. If you don't have a sponsor, an accountability partner, a coach, whatever it is, a community of people, it's really hard to stay sober trying to do it on your own. Same shit with trying to stay fit. And I feel those two go hand in hand. Like the fitness for me, yeah, I want to look good. I don't, like you said, I don't want to be, you know, breaking my back to get out of a chair one day. I mean, that's kind of a given, like the physical stuff. The mental stuff for me is even more important. Like as I get older and as I want to stay sober, like my mental health, like all that stuff. And when I'm on point, getting some physical activity in every day, dude, that shit is like so much better. I could tell a huge difference.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's like, you know, there'll be like, I don't hear from you for like 2 or 3 days. Right. And it's like, I'll post workouts with funny ass names and I still don't hear from you. Then I'm like, I text you, I'm like, yo, did you get it in? Did you work out? You know, it's cause like, I want to make sure that you're doing what I'm telling you to do, you know, because like, I know how much fitness it plays to everything in your life. Just like you said, it goes mental health. You know what I mean? It gives you 35 minutes to an hour to just check out of like all the other bullshit in life. And then help, like being fit, dude, it's just going to, you know, make your life that much longer. You know, it's like, we have this curve, you know, like we go up and then inevitably we're going to go down. Right. Let's make that curve so much longer. Like that's the goal, man. Like, dude, let's live a long, happy life. Let's stay fit. Let's keep that mental health in check. And then, you know, just fucking crush shit. The time thing I think is a good thing to point out too. So I know a lot of the excuses I used to make or that I hear from other people, oh, I don't have the time. I shouldn't even say used to. Like there's been times even recently where I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm so busy. Like I can't this, I can't that. We've all done it, right? But you can literally go to a park or your backyard or go wherever it is and you can get a good workout in 30, 45 minutes tops. Like for me, that's great because I am pretty busy during the daytime. Like we got a lot of, all of us are, right? Versus going to the gym and dicking around for 2 hours. And like, I don't have time to do that. Like, you know, some people who every day is Friday for them, they can do that. Like I can't. Yeah. And so the fact of being able to go in and knock it out hella quick, that's a huge, another part to this. And I want to say too, just so I don't forget, you just reminded me of something because you said we talked about the accountability part. Yeah. On Friday, I think it was Friday. I went back and looked yesterday. You posted a workout Friday. And then I didn't do that workout. I actually just saw it yesterday. And we went to Huntington all weekend. I think I talked to you when I was down there. Yeah, but that's a really good point to make sure, because you checked in with me. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And so that's kind of what we're talking about here, you know, is the accountability aspect. And it's so huge because boom, the next day after we talked, I was right back, even though I missed the one, I was right back in it again, hitting it. And I feel like I'm on a good track for the week or whatever, but yeah. Huge, dude. And the beauty of the app too, like, dude, say you miss a workout, like you can redo that workout. You know what I mean? It's just how it goes. And you brought up something else too. It's not about, you know, working out for 35 minutes. It's not about working out for an hour. It's not about, you know, spending 2 hours in a gym, dude. If you're tight on time and you can't leave your house, you can get a good workout in 10 to 20 minutes. Yeah. And I have options for that. Like say everybody can squat. Right. Well, pretty much everybody can squat, right? If you have a living room, you can squat, do some sort of push up and some sort of dip, right? Or, you know, sit up or burpees or something that's going to get your heart rate up, something that's going to move your ass. And that's it. So, I mean, say you're like, I have 15 minutes between meeting and then have to shower and then I have to go get the kids. Dude, 15-minute workout, done. Yeah. You're on with your life. Like, why not? You know, it's like, it's better for you to move your ass for 15 minutes and just be like, I'm not going to do it today. Yeah. Well, I think that might be a common misconception then, now that you're saying that. And I think I've had that misconception until I started doing CrossFit and started learning some more, is that you had to go, I got to go to a gym. And I'm not like, there are people that work out for hours on end. A lot of them are professionals. Some of them are just bored. Maybe that's what they do. That's what they like to do, whatever. I don't do that personally, but you know, you don't, that's not the only way to go work out. Like I used to think that, like, oh man, I got to isolate every muscle for, 10 minutes. And then I need to hit this set of muscles. And I'm not saying that doesn't work for people either. Cause I'm sure that it does. I'm positive it does. I know people who do it, but like for me, that misconception that I need 2 hours every day to go, it's just not true. It's just, you don't need it. It's definitely not. And it's like I said, you can get a good workout in 10 minutes. I could write you something that will leave you rolling around on the floor in a sweaty puddle in 10 minutes. I guarantee it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, there's a lot of times like I'm busy, dude. Like I have a lot of personal training clients, especially here at Riot. I have a lot of classes that I coach, and then me and Jordan have a lot of business stuff that we have to do. You know, I'm doing podcasts for Armada, I'm doing other projects and shit that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, my time, you know, runs out, and it's like, if I only have 45 minutes to work out or an hour to work out or 35 minutes to work out, you know, dude, I'll do an EMOM of 3-4 movements and get it done. So that way I moved for 15, 16, 20 minutes instead of just not working out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even people that think, or they see my Instagram and it's like, oh, I'm snatching a barbell today. Cool. It's not every day. You know what I mean? I did a 16-minute EMOM that wasn't that long ago. It was ride a bike, burpee box jumps, bar muscle ups, just because I have a bar there because it's a gym. And what was the other one? Burpee box jump. Oh, fucking something else.
What's an EMOM? What's an EMOM for those who don't know?
So that's just every minute on the minute you're going to do X amount of something, right? So I'll give you, for instance. So we'll give you an EMOM of 10 minutes, 10-minute EMOM. And all we're going to do is we're going to alternate between movements. So on the odd minutes, you're going to do 20 squats. On the even minutes, you're going to do 20 sit-ups. Okay. And as you start, fatigue level starts going up, you know, you might not be able to get through those 20 sit-ups in that minute. So scale it down to 18 sit-ups in that minute, right? So minute 1, you're going to do 20 squats. Minute 2, you're going to do 20 sit-ups. Minute 3, you're going to do 20 squats. Minute 4, you're going to do 20 sit-ups, and so on for 10 minutes, right? Like if you think about it, you're doing 20 squats and 20 sit-ups by 5 rounds. Dude, that's 100 reps of each. Like, and that's a fucking great workout.
What's hella funny too is that, you know, and you would hear, 10 minutes, 20 squats and 20 sit-ups. That's nothing. I could do, dude, that shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? That's not like when you start, the first round or two, maybe 3 or maybe 4. Okay, you're cool. Yeah, well, this ain't that bad. Dude, you start getting to the end of some of these workouts, 10, 15, 20-minute workouts where you're constantly moving and you are gassed. Like, I mean,
absolutely.
So I guess that's back to that point. You don't need hours to go and do shit. Like you can get a really good workout in a short period of time by moving like that.
And dude, and it's a thing. It's like you get a check out for that time, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Good.
Especially being stuck at home and doing the Zoom shit and kids being at home constantly. You never getting a break, dude. If you get that fucking 20 minutes, man, you just get a check out. Like you get to go to the park. You don't have to worry about shit except what you're doing in that time frame.
Yep.
You know, dude, and that helps with mental health so fucking much.
You know what was
not even funny.
What was nice yesterday too is that I got to the park, and I usually a couple times I have a really nice like PA roll around Bluetooth speaker. I think it's a 10 or an 8. I don't know, but it's loud, dude. It's cool. You can bring it anywhere. So I brought that a couple times, which is great. Turn the music on, and then normally I have my my AirPods, and yesterday threw my AirPods in and they wouldn't turn on. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? Well, they were dead. And I was like, all right. So I went and put them back in the car, and I did my workout, no music, no nothing. And that shit was great, dude. It really was because it's different. Like I like loud music. It definitely pumps me up. I prefer that, but it's a different experience, silencing everything out and having to sit in your own thoughts and your own mental awareness as you're working out and stuff. It was a different experience, and it was really cool.
Oh yeah. And with that, dude, it's like the especially now, dude, like 9 times out of 10, I don't even have music on when I'm working out, and I don't even think about it, right? Because you get to live in it, right? So it's like you get to listen to those thoughts, especially the negative ones. Are like, you can stop right now. Like this hurts. You can stop. You know what I mean? But having and pushing through that, dude, that's grit. You know what I mean? That's building that that confidence, and that's building just better work ethic when it comes to fitness, right? You're like, I'm just going to get through this. It's only 20 minutes, and having to hear your breath, and you sounding like a walrus and fucking all this other shit, you're just like, I don't want to sound like an elephant anymore, but you just keep pushing, and it's good to just, I'm using, dude, honestly, like I've been using fitness 100% as like mental health shit lately, dude. Like, it's just like, I just need to clear my head. It helps, I don't fitness like I used to, man. And it's like, when I can get it in, it's cool. It's just really fucking cool. And I feel really good.
Yeah. It's a natural high, a natural way to kind of, escape, I guess, for a minute. I mean, it's like my meditation time too, in a sense too. I do. You said do. I do a lot of thinking, during those times. And you just reminded me too, there was a workout that you programmed me a week or 2 weeks ago. And I think it had it was like 6 rounds of something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was one of those days where I just wasn't really feeling like great and super motivated. And so like the first round, I was like kind of getting moving. The second round, I was like, all right, fuck, dude, I think I'm just going to do 3 rounds. Yeah, I'll just do 3. And then like the third round came and I started, so I kind of got moving a little bit and I was like, oh, I'm just going to do 4. Okay. Well, I ended up doing all 6, thankfully. Right. I kept going, but I think that just reminded me too of back in Counselor David at Azure. One of the best concepts, lines I heard, move your ass and your mind will follow. So like once 100%. We get moving and once we start going and, like I'm my own worst enemy. In other words, like I'll psych myself out, and so you're building that mentality as you continue to show up and do these, do these things, whether it's recovery or fitness or whatever. And that's some good stuff.
So a lot of things that I tell my athletes, especially like the really like the competitive ones that are doing, they're trying to compete and things like that, is like your mind's going to give up way before your body's going to, right? Yeah. So when you're doing a set of wall balls that are like heavy wall balls, like say I'm doing a 25 pounder or a 30 pounder instead of a 20 pounder, right? That I'm used to. Yeah. And it's 25 reps each round. And I'm like round 4 and I'm like, fuck, I just want to stop. But dude, like you can squeeze out another 3 reps. You can squeeze out another 4 reps. You're not at failure. Brain's like telling you, you should probably stop. But that's just like, that's alarms going off. Like, no, you can get through that. You'll be fine. And it's like, build that grit. You know what I mean? Kick that shit in the ass.
It's kind of the same concept my brain used to tell me. That's why I have to wear this hat that says, don't let me do shots or coke, because it was the same concept. No, you don't need to stop. You can do 2 more lines. You're good.
Dude, and I had the same fucking problem, dude. Like literally. And I love the fact that like the day, I think it was the day you got that or the day after you got that, you sent me a picture of you wearing it. And I'm like, you're speaking to me, man. Cause like I used to have the same problem. Like, dude, you give me a shot and I'm like, where's the next 12?
It opens up that door.
I don't have an off switch. Yeah.
But see if we can take that same concept and apply it to something positive, whether it be fitness or pushing out a couple more reps or whatever. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that kind of carries us up to that next level. So let me ask, I got one more question for you, just kind of on the programming, and then let's kind of dive into some nutrition and diet stuff, because I know we were going to get into that today too. So the last thing on the programming, and feel free to add in whatever you'd like, for somebody who is, I kind of feel like for me, I'm kind of moderate, right? Like I have a little bit of experience now. I've kind of came through and learned a little bit, definitely learned a lot in the last year and a half, more than I ever knew, just about moving and different exercises and all that kind of stuff. What about somebody who's been out of the game for a while, or they're just kind of starting out? Maybe they haven't exercised in a couple of years. They're like, man, I really want to try to get fit again, mentally, physically. Yeah. Like, where would you start with somebody who's kind of in that boat?
So this goes back to, my mindset on how I program workouts and how I coach now for, most people that come to the gym. I'm not going to tell you to meet me where I want you to be. I'm going to meet you where your fitness level is. Right. So say somebody, we'll call him Dave. He weighs 225 now. His normal weight is about 185 when he's decently fit, or just normal walking around weight. Yeah. COVID kicked his ass. He's walking around 225. He's lazy. Getting up sucks. It's standing out of a chair sucks. He gets winded. Walking up the 3 steps to his front door. Right. We'll say that's the avatar. Right. Okay. Where I would meet him, it's like, I'm obviously going to have a conversation, see where his goals are. But dude, I mean, it would be, instead of programming 5 rounds of 400 meter run, it might be 3 rounds, maybe 200 meter jog, or a 200 meter jog, then a 200 meter walk. Yeah. Right. And then we're going to do some push-ups off his knees, and we're going to do a small amount of reps, or we're going to do, squats to what he can squat to with good positions, not necessarily doing high volume ones. We're going to be doing, low volume, low impact, things like that, just to get his ass moving. Right. So to build up that confidence of like, oh, I put my shoes on, I'm going to do this today.
Nice.
Right. And then after he gets his shoes on and he does that for the day, then the next day he's like, I really want to do this. Yeah, I'm sore. It feels good. I like the endorphin high that I get from working out, and we're just going to keep building on that. That's just like any fitness thing. It's like, you can't go from 0 to 100. Like you're going to fail. You're always going to fail if you try to go from 0 to 100. If you take those baby steps every single time, all those add up to something way bigger, right? You're looking at the big picture here. You're not looking at, something that like is a great amount of success that happens in a really, really short amount of time. You have a bigger failure rate. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
If you keep building and putting blocks in that wall and building that wall bigger and building that wall bigger, dude, you're just going to fucking crush it. So, I mean, if somebody has never worked out, I don't give a shit if they've never worked out in their entire life and they're fucking 100 pounds overweight. Like I can get you moving, I had a buddy that was at the gym that I coached at in NorCal. Dude, when he walked in, he weighed 325, dude. When I left, he weighed 205.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, I can get anybody fit, and it's like having making that connection to make sure that it sticks.
And so taking those steps to, number one, just get moving, and then doing it a little bit at a time. I think a lot of, I'll speak for the dudes out there. I'm sure this is true with the ladies too, but I'm a dude, so I'll speak for the dudes. Like we can tend to be intimidated sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like if we've never worked out, or if we're starting something new, or we feel that it's this monumental task, how the hell am I going to lose 50 pounds or whatever? It's like, you can definitely do it. And you're going to help them do that in a way that is suitable to them. It's not just coming in trying to just kick somebody's ass and make them, sweat 50 pounds off in a week. That's impossible. Number one, but you know what I'm saying? Like
that's not the way to do it. That's not a good trainer.
Doesn't sound healthy either.
It's just you're not setting yourself up to win.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, that's not a good trainer. Anybody who tries to do that, they're fucking failing you right out of the gate. Yeah. First things first is you got to get out of your comfort zone, because nothing good comes from your comfort zone. Right. So if that means putting on your shoes and showing up to work out, that's your fucking first step. Say you have 70 pounds you want to lose or need to lose because the doctor told you to. Like, say you want to lose 70 pounds. Let's lose 2. Then let's lose 4. Then let's lose 5. You know what I mean? You can't go like, I need to lose 70 pounds, and you're doing this for a month and you've only lost 10. You're like, oh, I'm losing all my drive, because your fucking goal was too fucking big. No, it's just good. How it is, man. You have to be very real with yourself. You have to be very, very honest with yourself. Like, if you fucking have this lofty ass goal, you got to be fucking honest about, am I going to get to this? Because that's the only way I'm going to get to that, is by, putting my mindset in there and not letting myself down. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So, let's transition this then into diet. Like, how much of this, mental health, physical health, recovery health, all this stuff depends on diet. And I know for me, it's one of the things I've struggled with, about the running cherry pie joke on the show. I tend to turn to sugar a lot. Like, sugar is a tough one for me. And I know I've talked to a lot of different people they've quit drinking or quit doing drugs, and sugar tends to be a pretty popular people, something that people still struggle with. What's your take on diet? How much does that influence the workouts and just your mental health and all that shit?
Dude, diet's everything. Just don't eat like a fucking asshole. That's it. Yeah. So I know that's a joke, but like, honestly, like, nutrition is tough. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Being in a society and a culture of like, there's sugar in everything, it's really hard to get away from it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, being super strict on yourself, especially like out of the gate, you're not setting yourself up to win either. Like, you have to like baby step it, right? You have to build good positive habits to get the results that you want, And like, when it comes to like me doing nutrition for somebody, like whether it's a competitive athlete, whether it's, just some dude, and I'm telling him, like, let's just eat a little better. We don't need to eat fucking pizza 5 days a week. It's the little things, but man, I swear, when you start eating better, you feel better. You want to work out. You're less lazy. You're less tired. Your fucking mental health is better. Your like the clarity is better. You know, it's just, there's a lot of things that go into like what you put in your body that helps benefit you. You know what I mean? And it's like when it comes to nutrition, man, like again, baby steps. It's super simple.
Yeah.
It's as simple as you make it, right? So
I think it probably goes back to accountability too, right? Like because it's hard to hold myself accountable sometimes. And that's what you and I are starting to talk about and kind of work on and stuff too. But what were you going to say? I'm sorry, I cut you off, bro.
Oh, no, you're good. So a lot of that goes to justification though, right? So it's like, you know, accountability helps for sure. And like, we're going to get into, I'm going to be doing your nutrition.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to get into that in just a second. But, the accountability thing is like holding yourself accountable and being honest with yourself. That's one part of it. And then justification is a whole nother part of it. It's like, you could be like, oh, I did a 5-round workout. It took me 25 minutes today and I busted my ass.
Yeah.
I should have ice cream for dinner. You could do that.
Yeah.
That's a justification, right? Or you go like, I could eat a pie, you know, but you could also be like,
what about a deep dish Little Caesars pizza? Is that okay?
I mean,
deep dish
Little Caesars of all fucking places, Shane. Come on.
Holy shit.
If you're gonna go pizza, man, go with something fucking good. Seriously, not cardboard with cheese on it.
Hey, I used to drink Old E40 and 211 Steel Reserve, so I mean, come on, it kind of suitable.
What, you think that I didn't do that with an ice house? Come on, bro. 99% tall boys, dude.
I remember the ice house, dude. That's funny. You're right, 99 cents. Yeah.
Fucking have 3 of those, you'd be blasted. Fucking blasted.
Oh, that's freaking crazy.
So, yeah, dude, going back to it, man, it's like, don't justify shit like that. You know, like, dude, if you had a good workout, cool. Eat some fucking chicken. And I'm not saying eat chicken every meal. Dude, if you want a burger, go smash a fucking burger.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Just don't do it all the time. You know what I mean? You have to limit yourself on, you know, moderation. You know what I mean? If you want a burger, have a burger on a Friday night when you go on a date with your wife. I don't give a shit. You know, if you want a beer, have a beer. If you want soda, don't fucking drink soda ever because it's sugar water. It's just dumb, you know? But like, you have to enjoy things in life, because if you're super strict on yourself all the time, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. It's just how it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. I have to be strict with myself on beer though. I'm not going to have a beer.
No, I know. But you know, there's people like,
but I know what you're saying. Yeah.
You know,
I get the concept of it. I just got to
like,
be careful about telling a bunch of other people who struggle with alcohol to have a beer, because they'll tell me, wait, you can't, the man clearly said to have a beer. So I had one. And it's like, no, that's not what he meant.
No. Yeah. Not what I meant at all. Not what I meant at all. My bad.
But no, that's what you meant is, like the way I would equate it is like sugar for me, right? I can't just completely cut out sugar all at once. Like I have to, like maybe on a certain night of the week, I can have dessert, or maybe there's like, I tried this one time, but it led to eating the whole bag. I'm going to do 7. I'm going to do 7 peanut M&Ms for dessert, right? Cause there's like a certain thing. Is that something you're kind of talking about too? Like doing like moderation in what you do, just being conscious of it,
just being honest with yourself, right? So it's like, you know, like sugar, it's very, very addictive. You know what I mean? And cutting it out completely 100% out of the gate, like unless you are very fucking strong-willed, you're not going to win, right? Yeah. So like, you know, cut a little bit out. So I love cheesecake, bro. I love it. Like it's so good. And I don't eat sweets, but like cheesecake, bro, like I'm like, give me all of it. Yeah. So like, I'm going to make the conscious choice. Like I go out to dinner. I have a burger and cheesecakes on the dessert menu. And today I'm like, I want some cheesecake and I'm going to eat that cheesecake. I'm not going to eat cheesecake again for a while.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, as long as you are honest with yourself and like aware, like, oh, I don't need to do this. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not a necessity to benefit my life.
Yeah.
Right. It's a want more than a need. You know what I mean? What your body does need is fruits, vegetables, some nuts, meat or protein. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of vegetarians who are plenty healthy, you know, but some sort of protein. Everybody says carbs are bad, but they're fucking full of shit. Carbs are great because it's readily available source of fuel, and some sorts of good fats. Like those are the building blocks of what you fucking need to be a healthy human being, and like, I can't get behind the keto diet because like, it's just all fat and no carbs. But I mean, dude, if you eat a balanced diet, you have some like say a piece of, some steak, you have some sort of veggies, and you have some sort of carbs like rice or fucking whatever carb works good for you. Live it up. Dude, have that. That's going to be a great meal for you.
And just in portions, right? We're not stuffing our faces having 3 helpings of it, but you can have a good solid meal that'll fill you up, that you get all the little bit of carbs, a little bit of vegetables, some protein.
Yeah. So I'm going to explain that to you. And that's one thing, like when we talked about this yesterday, like I wanted to show you when we were on video, like I'm going to give you some portions just by my hand size, right? So, because everybody can measure by their hand size.
Yeah.
Like, so for you, like I'm going to send you your spreadsheet, which has everything broken out, but like a normal size meal on a plate, you're going to take, so you see those lines on my hand?
Yeah.
Right. So you're going to take about that big of a piece of protein.
Okay.
Right. And then where my calluses are, you're going to take about that big of a thing of carbs, which is it's not that much. It's only a palm size thing of carbs, right? So say white rice or something like that. And then a palm or two full of veggies. There's your plate of food. And I guarantee you'll be full. I guarantee it. Right. And if you do that 3 times a day with a solid breakfast and a snack in between, you're going to be setting yourself up to succeed every single time, because you can measure that out perfectly every single time you eat. Right.
Yeah. And it's super easy.
And if you do that, and it's super simple, right? Yeah. So, and you do that, throughout timing during a day, then your body's going to get used to the timing that you're eating. Right. So it's going to be, say you eat every day at 12:30, your body's going to start getting hungry at 12:30. Right. So it's going to get into a system, and your metabolism is just like any other muscle group. It's like, the more you work it out and the more you train it, the better it's going to work. Right. So it's going to, give your body fuel where it needs fuel instead of storing it as fat and things like that. I mean, everybody's biologically different for sure, but it's just like any other muscle, right? It's like you read more, your brain gets better because it's a muscle.
What about eating? Two questions, and let me say them both so I don't forget the other one, because I tend to do that sometimes. One, should you eat before? Let's say I like to work out in the morning. Usually, every once in a while I'll get it afternoon or evening, but it's normally in the morning time. Should you eat before you work out if you work out in the morning? And then the other one is, you hear a lot about don't eat carbs at nighttime or as you get closer to go to bed. Yep. What about both of those things?
Okay, so for the first question, when it comes to eating before you work out, what time do you work out?
About 7-ish. That's probably pretty fair. 6:30. Like
what time do you wake? Yeah, what time do you wake up?
I'm usually up about 5.
Okay, so you have about an hour and a half before you work out, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm drinking coffee usually. I don't really eat.
Okay, so what I do is I usually eat within 15 or 20 minutes of waking up. Like I have to, because I wake up starving.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because like I've done that for so long that like that's where I built it up to. So it's like my body's used to that timing, right? So I get up, I eat, then I have fuel for my workout. Like a lot of people can work out fasted. I can't. Like it doesn't work well for me. Like, because I get super fatigued, my muscles load up easier. I just get tired. You know what I mean? I'd much rather have a meal, at least one meal, to have fuel to go through it. Right. That's me though. Other people work great fasted. When it comes to the other thing, but carbs before bed, dude, I eat pancakes 30 minutes before I go to sleep. You know what I mean?
That sounds good.
But I have them calculated out for my macros. You know what I mean? But it's like, I can afford those macros because I need to consume a lot because I burn a lot. But like, I'm eating pancakes 30 minutes before I go to sleep. Like, you're going to be fine. You're having fuel to sustain you through the night or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like the recovery is almost more important than the workouts, right? So if you're recovering good, you're getting good sleep and this, that, and the other thing. If you're going to sleep hungry or not having fuel because your body's working regardless to recover, if you don't have that fuel, like you're not helping yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. And I think you bring up a good point, is like your body has adjusted to the lifestyle and the eating habits and the eating timing, everything that, that kind of fits your routine and stuff. So like for me, I might be I might want to say, oh, well, I can't eat. That's actually what I was thinking in my head. Well, I can't eat in the morning. It just doesn't sit. Well, it's not that I can't probably. It's just that I don't, and my body's not really used to it. So if I was committed to, let's say, 14 days of eating every morning, or 30 day or whatever that looks like, eventually my body would adapt to eating a banana and some oatmeal or whatever it is in the morning, like 100%. First thing when I got up. Even sometimes I will do a protein shake, because sometimes if I'm up at 5 and I don't go work out till 6:30, I will start getting a little bit hungry, and I'll just do a protein shake because I don't want to eat. I feel like it slows me down. But I think just those adjustments over time, they can we can work those things out, I guess.
Yeah. So you bring up a great point, because like the way I have your meal plan structured, I have what times that I need you to eat, right? Because that way we're actually working out your metabolism. Yeah. And I'm like, at first, your first 3 weeks, you're gonna have a big window that I need you to hit. After that, that window is going to get a little bit smaller, right? But you're already going to be starting to get hungry at that point. So your body's going to be telling you like, yo, bro, I'm used to eating at this time. Like, you need to feed me because I'm working and I need that fuel, right? Nice. So it's like, I have it set up like you're going to be eating within 30 minutes of waking up, whether you like it or not. But it's going to start out small, and then it's going to just get bigger and bigger and bigger.
I hope my digestive system's listening in right now, because you're in for some shit. Digestive system. So like, I'm excited. I'm really excited, dude, though.
Yeah, it's going to be great, dude. And it's like, you're going to have all this fuel. You're probably going to get a morning dump out of the way before you have to go work out. And it's like,
that's like first thing. You're going to be good. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, exactly. I actually I don't know if anyone else does this. Do you get excited to wake up and take your morning dump? I don't know what it is. It's just so exciting for me. I'm just like, yes, I get to wake up and get coffee and just go take a dump. Must be a man thing. Must be a Shane Raymer thing. I don't know.
It might be like an all man thing, honestly.
All right, good. Just making sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, dude, it's like, put that as out as a poll question somewhere, please.
That's a good one. I think I can do polls on locals. I'll do that. We'll have to check it out.
Yeah. Cool.
Good stuff, dude. I'm stoked on the whole program, especially the diet portion of it. I mean, obviously I love the fitness portion of it too, but I think for me, that's been one of the things that I've struggled with the most. Is I feel like I'm making progress, and I have made a lot of progress over the last, 2 years or so, in fitness in general, but it's always been like this looming shadow of my shitty diet or 2 weeks or 3 weeks of a good diet and then 2 or 3 weeks of a poor diet. And so it's always kind of felt like I haven't been like making as much progress as I should be in the fitness sense, because of the diet sense has kind of been looming there. So I'm really stoked to kind of start to make some progress in that. And that's, I took this note right here too: progress, not perfection. And that's a big thing we learn about in recovery. And, right, we got to take the little steps at a time and make progress. We're never going to be perfect at it.
Right. And that you hit the nail on the head, man. And honestly, like, I can't wait to help you through the nutrition part, dude, and hold you accountable on that too. It's going to be awesome. The results are just going to start just showing up, and you're like, look at me, I'm all jacked now, and just start flexing at people when you walk by. Like, you see that? It's great.
Yeah, check it out. Hey, dudes, I'm just going to order a couple of new tank tops. So I can show off these guns. Jess will be like, Shane, I love your gigantic, enormous push-up muscles. How did you get those? I'm just kidding. She's going to smack me now. So here's what we did. Here's what we did. We, you program for a lot of different people, and, not just me. We kind of talked about, a lot of the people that listen to this show, a lot of people in recovery, a lot of people in general. I always feel like fitness it goes hand in hand with mental health and trying to stay sober. We touched on that a little bit today. Kind of said, maybe we can put something together for those out there listening if they're interested in it. Maybe checking out some of the other programming that you do, how you might be able to help them. What did you put together for people, and then how can folks reach out to you?
Yeah, so we'll start out with how they can reach out to me. If you guys, if anybody wants help with nutrition, if you want help with fitness, and you want to, get on program just to, help you stay accountable, get some, just get more fit, especially after all this Corona crap where everybody's just sitting at home, and just packing on pounds because they just sit there with potato chips on their belly and they just go for the.
It's easy to do, right now. Like why not?
It's so convenient.
It is.
So I was talking to Shane about this, and I put together a couple things for all the listeners of the show. Like, if you guys want to get on on the fitness program, which is the same type of programming that Shane's on, I'm going to give you guys a month for free. That's a whole 30 days of programming for free. I'm going to put, Shane's going to get some links on there. You can sign up for it on the website, or reach out to me, shoot me an email at trent@armadastrength.com, or reach out to me on the Instagram links at Armada Strength or on my Instagram. And like I said, it's going to be a month free. After that, it's going to be, $25 a month. Which is super, super cheap for programming. Yeah. It's less than $1, less than $1 a day. Awesome. Nutrition programming. If you guys want some help with nutrition, and you want to try to get that tackled, which is a huge part of everything. Everybody that wants to help with that. So the way it works is usually I do it in 4-week blocks. We go through the first 3 weeks. We see where you're at. We adjust anything that we need to adjust. You get through the 4th week, and then you have another 4 weeks and another 4 weeks and another 4 weeks. So, for the nutrition programming, we're going to do $80 for your first 4 weeks. And that's going to be me programming your nutrition directly for you and what your goals are going to be set as. And, we're going to have check-ins. So, once a week, we're going to have emails back and forth, seeing how you're doing, seeing how everything's going, and whatever we need to adjust, where you're struggling, how I can help, and everything like that. And I think having that accountability buddy and a coach all in one is a pretty powerful tool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So yeah,
dude, that's awesome, bro. Thank you for doing that and for putting that together.
Absolutely.
Wait.
Codes are gonna be that sober guy, all one word, that sober guy. Those are gonna be the codes for everything. Okay. When it comes to the nutrition stuff, you're gonna have to reach out to me directly. Like I said, at Armada Strength, Instagram.com or Instagram Armada_strength, or Instagram CF_coach_Trent. The programming though, that's going to be on the website. You can click through, go to the programming, go to the fitness tab, click on the fitness sign up, put in that sober guy, and you're going to get that month free.
Yeah. And I put all those links, everything Trent just said is all in the show notes. So I made it really easy. All you got to do is go into the show notes of this episode and you can click on it. It's got everything you just said, social media, website, email address, all that stuff. So, dude, good stuff. I'm super pumped to kind of try to get on a good track of healthy eating habits, man. It doesn't mean I'm not going to eat a piece of cheesecake every now and again. Damn it. Like, that's not happening. Yeah. It's the good. See, I'm supported. I'm supported by Trent in my cheesecake, once every couple of weeks or something. But the other thing too, really, really quick before I wrap this up, and thanks again, dude, for coming on today. This is really fun, dude. I had a really good time today, as usual. We always do.
Oh, dude, I love doing podcasts with you, man. I really do. It's fucking great.
I do too, man. It's a good balance of learning some new shit and having some fun at the same time. But I'm
gonna have you on the Armada Strength one.
Let's do it
pretty quick because I want to talk to you about your fitness, where your struggles are, and how your mindset's playing into it and everything. So
and so kind of. Next to that too, we talked about this 90-day, kind of program and I just I'm doing this for accountability right now in this moment because I want to have you back on in, 60, 90 days. We'll kind of see what that looks like and just do a follow-up on how this whole process has gone, how the diet's going, how's the fitness going, like what results did you see? Where did you struggle? Like kind of all that stuff. And I think that'd be a lot of fun too.
Yeah. I totally forgot. You're doing a challenge for the next 90 days. This is going to be great.
I know. I'm a little nervous, man. I'm a little nervous.
You got me, bro. You have nothing to be nervous about.
I know. It's not you, it's me, because I'm nervous because I get those fears of like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it, or what if I mess it up, or that kind of stuff, dude. All that nasty talk that goes up in the crazy cranium. But that's the kind of stuff we got to work through, right? We just got to go for it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No, but it's going to be awesome, dude. I can't wait. And I'm really excited. Like I said, dude, like I was excited to do fitness programming for you, but I'm more excited to help you with your nutrition because I know that's where you had the most struggles. And obviously I want to help in any way that I can.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Right on, dude. I appreciate you, man. Thanks again for coming on the podcast. Once again, all those links are in the show notes, so everyone check those out. Share the podcast with a friend. Check us out at Locals. Check us out at thatsoberguy.com. Love you guys. Thanks for the support. Peace, love, and respect. And keep your blood clean.